Hi guys, Miles here, and I am doing kind of a weird video. My next project is going to be sort of direct, so I decided it would be good to show you kind of where I am right now before I jump into that next project. And this is all going to probably make a lot more sense later, but for right now I thought I'd do a little house kind of walkthrough, if you will. If you keep up with me on my community tab, you will know that I was recently, I'm saying this lately, I was recently kicked out of where I was living very nicely and was asked to move into another place, which was actually provided for me because we had had some issues concerning me and staying where I was before. So I have actually completely and fully moved out and into my new place, and I thought I'd take you guys along with me today so you can kind of see where I am before I jump into my next project. More on that later. Alright guys, well, without further ado, let's look at my place. So here we are at the front door. My animals are very keen on getting in on this video right now, but guys, this is not about you. This is about me for once. Anyway, so here we are at the front door. And if you turn around right here from the front door, I'm going to avoid, you can see there's a large cage area over here. I'm going to avoid that area because that is where the new star of my pet channel is, and I don't want to show him just yet. If you watch my pet channel, then stay tuned for more videos including him, but for right now I'm going to avoid that and just show you the outlying area the old lady is taking it to already. Hi. Okay. If we turn to the left here, this is, you might recognize this from my quarantine room tour video that I did way back when COVID was just starting. This is my desk space, and we'll go around this way. This is where my desk space is currently, and I have a nice window, which I absolutely do not use. You'll notice a lot of my windows are closed. That's just how we manage our sanity. So this is where I work most of the time, and this is where I sit, as you guys know, to work on projects and the like. If we turn back around, this is my little living room. So we've got a beautiful couch here. Isn't that right? So this is my living room, continuation of the living room. We've got a nice little TV over here. I say a little, but it's a lot bigger than one might think. Very large. Also a gift from my family when I moved in. And so this is where I spend most of my time when I'm watching TV and hanging out with the animals. And then over here we have my dog resting area. So this is the big guy's bed there, and the old lady's bed here on the side. And this, now this is not a paid promotion, but this wonderful little Febreze plug-in is what keeps this place smelling like a house instead of a zoo. Anyways, so if we go by here, oh, I'm going to stop here just so you can appreciate this with me for a moment. Not only do I love this couch, but I love this lamp, and I love this piece of artwork that I managed to find online. It is absolutely my favorite. We have our little wall butterflies here. I also got that online, and I love them. So that's there, and then over here, I have another little shelf with some more wall butterflies going crazy all over this blessed, I don't know what you call this. I just realized, what do you call this? This is a piece of art, wall art. We're gonna go with that. And then here's my little shelf with some of my little woodland creatures, more butterflies, and some plants donated by my wonderful brother. And if we come over here, we have my lovely wall clock. I'll let this focus on the light in the room. There we go. Another closed window, because you know why. And this table, donated by my sister. Very nice, very nice. So then if we turn around here, you've got the dog watering station and my tiny kitchen. Ponies! Yes, there are ponies in this house. Not very many, but you can see. There's a pony somewhere in here. Anyway, this is my, gotta really back up. It's a small kitchen, but you can't see all of it with this camera view. You want to show them the kitchen? It's nice, isn't it? It's big enough for you and me. Maybe not all of us and the old lady, but she heard us talking about it. There we go, demonstrating how nice the dog watering station is. Thank you, old lady. You're not being very helpful today. Yes, returning to the kitchen. This is my tiny little kitchen. I say tiny, but it's big enough for one person and 2 dogs, so it works. Microwave up there and all that. And if you notice there is a door over here. There's a door. This is what goes out to my porch. You're like, Miles, your house is so tiny, and what, you have a porch? Yes, I have a porch, and amazingly enough, I also have a yard. But again, I don't use it very often. You guys are getting special treatment because I don't spend very much time out here because there's no privacy. But because you guys are going on a tour with me today, I'll take you out there because I love y'all. Okay. This is the porch. I'm being super quiet because I don't want anyone to know I'm out here. That's probably not gonna work. Alright guys, this is the small porch space. This is the small porch space and my little laundry area, as you can see. Those are dog towels, don't worry, I'm not using those on myself. If they look raggedy, that's because they're supposed to be their animal towels. Okay, that out of the way. This is a little sitting area that I do not use. There's a little patio I don't use. There's a yard I really don't use. As you can see, not a lot of privacy back here. Therefore, I don't spend very much time out here. And inside we go. I don't want to talk to anybody. Is that a crime? I don't want to talk to anybody. Y'all. Anyway, so yes, continuation of the kitchen here. Lovely little sink. Oh, now you want to show them the kitchen? Well, I'm almost finished with the kitchen now, so you kind of missed that chance. You can show them the bathroom if you want. Another window I don't use. Anyway, moving on here. If this were like a game, you know, it would be like, if this were an Outrun episode, this is where the little white bar would pop up and it would be like, go left or go right. And then you have like 5 seconds to choose, you know, or whatever. But today, we're gonna let the old lady choose, and she seems to be choosing the right, so we're gonna go to the bedroom first. By the way, here's just a random piece of art in the hallway. Donated by my mother. Because honestly, she probably knew that this wall right here would bother me if there wasn't some purpose, so ta-da! We have wall art. Alright, into the bedroom. Boop. And the old man wants to show you this. Yeah, is this where we barely hang out anymore? Since we now have a whole house to hang out in? Yeah. So yes, again, you're gonna notice some things from my old bedroom and then a lot of new things. So you might recognize a few of these pieces of furniture. My infamous bunk bed. So that's there. And then my reptiles are they now have their own dresser all to themselves over here. Yeah, it's an old piece of furniture, but it's so sturdy they can hold both of these tanks, and that's amazing because they are extremely heavy. So that is what's over there, and I actually, for once in my life, have a full-sized closet that I can put clothes in. And I promise you, like 1/4 of this is actually used, but the rest of it is just open space that I don't know what to do with yet. And because that's rather depressing, we're not gonna look at the closet. But here is the rest of the room, and this is my guest bed. This is where Help stays. Yeah. Why is Help staying? Because I have not been cleared to stay here overnight, so there is someone here that sleeps here each night. And then by the time I'm rolling out of bed at noon, they will have taken off for the day and left me with things to prepare for the day, etc., etc. That's just how it works right now. So this is guest quarters, if you will. Turning around. Uh-oh. We've had someone moving furniture around again, haven't we? I'll allow that. Okay, for today, but can you please keep it against the wall so that no one trips on you? Old lady. Okay. Anyway, moving on. We're gonna act like you picked option go left now. And take you on back to my tiny little bathroom and another window we don't use. So yes, this is very much a one-person bathroom, but you know what? I make it work. Oh, I was concerned you were gonna see me in the mirror there, and I was like, whoop. But no, you actually just see our wonderful shower curtain. Again, another gift from my mother. She knows what I like. Does it not totally match the colors of my old room? Seriously, I love it. And this is where this mat is here because the dogs do not like to be left out. So when I'm taking a shower or I'm sitting on the toilet, this is where they hang out, even though there's barely enough room in here for, you know, one dog and myself. They make it work because that's how much they love me. Here's some dog-inspired towels, another gift from my mother. And if you look out here, I've got my stained glass cling on the window there. It's supposed to keep people from looking in, but then if you look up there, if they were still wanting to look in, they could look in. Paranoia is real, people. Paranoia is real. Alright, heading back out here, you're wondering where does the store go? Ha ha ha, it goes nowhere. It goes to my animal closet. So on the bottom you see I've got my rabbit stuff and dog stuff, and it's a little bit jumbled in there, but the bottom is a little weird to organize. More rabbit and dog stuff, some tools. That's right, I'm a handy woman now that I'll live alone, more or less alone. Here I got my dog food, and there we go. That doesn't help too much. This is the only old light in the house, so yeah. But here I have my dog things, and some of my rabbit things, and more dog things. And how many dog treats do you need? You know what, I can't even answer that question because I don't know. Every time I go to the store I get some and I'm never out. So there's You sound like you're losing it. Well, you know what? I've already lost it. You can't lose what you never had. So anyway, this is my little place. So I'm gonna go run around turning off lights. Oh, demonstrating how nice the rug is. Very nice, old man. Boop. So the polar bears, people. Turn a light off. So yes, now you have taken a little tour of my house here, and hopefully seeing any important things that you may have had questions about. So I'm gonna walk over here. So basically, the next video that I wanted to do is a video about what it's like on a daily basis for me living with schizoaffective disorder. And I've been meaning to do this video for a while because I've kind of seen people do sort of like simulations of like simulated videos. That's me banging into this chair because that's a very narrow spot there. Anyway, I've seen people do simulations of what it's like, or simulated videos kind of showcasing what it might sound like or look like. And now that I have all this space, I figured it might be helpful to do kind of like a video like that for you guys so you can see kind of like what it's like and kind of spread awareness a little bit. Obviously it's not a topic that I speak about too often, but most people who are familiar with my channel know that I try to spread awareness whenever possible, and so this is a video project that I think I'm going to jump into after this one is posted. That's kind of be like a 24 hours in my mind. It's kind of hard to explain, but believe me, you'll understand it as soon as I post it. Like, it's gonna make sense. I am a little scatterbrained right now. As far as living alone, it was never something that I thought would be possible for me. In fact, it was never something my family thought would be possible for me. It still, if you're asking me honestly, is not the best decision. But I'm making it work because basically it came down to the question of you need to get out of a bad situation and you can't stay here. I couldn't stay where I was before, and only two options were to find another living arrangement or to be readmitted to a hospital. And if you guys know, I posted a video on this a while back. But personally, I am definitely not okay anywhere near a hospital. That just does not work for me. I've had a lot of bad experiences, so you know that was not an option, and as I didn't really want to move, but that was the lesser of two evils in my mind, so I had to kind of go ahead with that. And this has been a recent thing. This is not something that happened super long ago, but it's been long enough for me to realize that there are some extreme challenges that come with living alone most of the time. And while somebody is here kind of monitoring me during the evening hours, and there are multiple parties monitoring me during the day, at least until the sun sets, it's usually just myself here and the animals and anybody else who decides to show up uninvited, which has led to a lot of problems. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. My upload schedule has been a little weird lately, and that would, 100% be why, is because I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do here, how I'm going to be able to continue living here, and how I'm going to do that safely. Because I've made, a lot of unsafe choices and confusion here because there's nobody here to speak to and there's no one here to ask. Did you hear that? Did you see that? Am I okay? Obviously, this might not have been mentioned, but this guy here was my service dog for 7 years. And he did just recently retire. He's definitely in his old age period of his life. So even the things that he would normally alert to on the daily, now he's not really getting out of bed much. So for all intents and purposes, I really am by myself. I don't have a lot of help. So you'll kind of see I've got signs up somewhere. I'll have, like I said, I've got my windows closed. I'm trying to limit the possibility that anything is going to bother me or that I'm not going to remember something. I've got signs up reminding me to do things, and right now I'm just trying to cope the best that I can with this situation, because as far as my prior living situation, is, as far as that's concerned, I can't go back to it. So this is the only option right now. And I don't even know how sustainable this is for how long. I really don't know. But as of right now, I thought it would make a really great video to kind of show you guys around a little bit, and then make a really great future video to kind of show you what it's like to live in my mind. So that will be coming out next. I just felt like it would be right to show you the house first before just, randomly filming a video that shows scenes from a place you've never been, with items from a place you might have seen in my, quarantine room tour video. So, yeah, all of that to say, hopefully I brought y'all up to speed. Now you know where I currently reside, and that's about it, I think. You have any closing thoughts, old lady? Okay. Thanks. You want to tell the viewers goodbye, or anything like that? No? Do you even know there's a camera here? Oh yeah, there is a camera there. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'm gonna wrap this video up. But yeah, stay tuned for my upcoming video. Hopefully that'll be out in the next week or so. I don't know, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Again, my schedule's a little bit off. Still getting used to things, so stay tuned. I love y'all. Hope y'all are doing better than I am, and stay awesome, guys. Bye.